Imagine John the Baptizer in prison, the walls close, and the days slow, far removed from the riverbanks and crowds where his voice once rang out with clarity and conviction. From this confined place, he hears reports about what Jesus is doing: healings, restoration, lives being changed, and something inside him wavers. Time has passed, circumstances have tightened. Expectations he once held with confidence now feel heavier as the waiting stretches on. So John sends his disciples to Jesus with the question he can no longer carry alone. Are you the one who is to come, or should we expect someone else? This question is not spoken from rebellion, but from depletion. It comes from a man who prepared the way faithfully and now sits with uncertainty, wondering how the story is unfolding from here. Jesus receives the question without offense. He does not correct John or ask him to try harder. Instead, he points to what is happening. The blind see, the lame walk, the dead are raised, and good news is reaching the poor. Then Jesus turns toward the crowd and speaks with tenderness about John, honoring his faithfulness and calling. And finally, he widens the moment beyond John's story, offering an invitation that reaches anyone who is worn down by the weight of waiting. Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Reflection. John's question gives voice to a moment many faithful people never admit out loud. He did what he was called to do. He prepared the way, spoke truth boldly, and stayed faithful even when it cost him. And still, he finds himself confined, waiting and uncertain about how the story is unfolding. Renewal in this passage does not begin with answers. It begins with honesty. There are seasons when weariness quietly reshapes your inner world. You keep going because responsibility requires it. But clarity fades, and the questions surface that feel uncomfortable to acknowledge. Not because you lack faith, but because sustained pressure has drained the reserves you once relied on. Like John, you may wonder how something that began with so much clarity now feels so heavy. Jesus' response is gentle and expansive. He does not demand renewed effort or deeper certainty. Instead, he offers rest that restores strength at its source. This renewal is not about escaping your calling or abandoning responsibility. It is about receiving strength that does not come from pushing harder, but from being held and supported by him. This is the kind of renewal that allows you to keep walking without losing yourself along the way.